Venice fast break, Ed.
Comes again. Body control, look at that. Glide and glide.
Nice job by Vincent Harris. Good-looking ball player. Overshadowed perhaps a bit by Jesse Hall's all-state status, and certainly taking that away from Jesse, but Mr. Harris can play a little bit, too.
I think many of them are overshadowed.
Yeah. Well, it sometimes happens when you have a super player. Okay, on the left side, Dale Turner. Turner to Harris. They go low. Wheeling, dealing, inside. Up and in by you guess who? Jesse Hall.
Nice move.
Okay, now it's 18-17 Venice. As Bowie prepares to check in the lineup for Venice, their sixth man, inside player. Riekman around Hall, blocked by Jesse Hall. Retrieved by Stein. Out front, Wigfall tries to make the save. Sails over our way, goes out of bounds. Couldn't get to it quite in time. And Venice will play defense. Back on offense, Okawville's rocket.
Comes a good block by Jesse. Look at that.
He really gets up there. Springs in those legs. Darrell Bowie has checked in the ball game for Darrell Jackson. Renegarby, right side. Renegarby cuts into Lichtenfeld. He fakes, goes up, turns, won't get it. Rebound pulled down by Bowie, and this came off the bench. Turner, Vincent Harris. Vincent on the fly. Baseline, back to Wigfall. Back out to Harris to Turner. Turner right back this time to Harris. Launches it, misses it. Rebound, flat-footed to Renegarby. But Renegarby controls off to Riekman. Riekman left side now to Dingworth. Our Kimball with you along with Frank Mazzoni and Ed Butkovich from the Assembly Hall. Championship game of the state Class A boys basketball tournament. Jeff Lichtenfeld to Dingworth. 3 and 9. Won't go. Rebound. Riekman pulled it out of there. Okawville was sticking those shots in the hole with regularity this afternoon. The feed into Lichtenfeld. Knocked away by Turner. Stolen. Hall down in the break. Lays it up and in. Finger roll. 20-17. Venice by 3.
What an athlete.
He's got a million ways to get the ball in the basket, hasn't he?
And body by Fisher.
Yep. Here's Dingworth, right side. To Lichtenfeld. Watches it. Will go. Okawville needs a bucket. Venice is on a roll. Here's Jesse Hall. He winds it up. He misses the dunk. And Lichtenfeld yanks it out of there.
He should have passed that one off.
Here's Lichtenfeld roaring up. It's a 3-on-1 situation to Dingworth for 2. It's awesome.
One guy didn't pass it off. The other one did. Great team play right there.
2019 Venice. The missed shot cost them 2. Turner pulls it up. Bangs it off of there. Rebound. Darrell Bowie in a foul.
They would have had a 5-point lead, and they kicked that ball off down there. Here it comes again.
Venice with the lead by 1. Okawville looking for the lead. Dingworth out front. Veteran guard. Bounce pass right side. He's got Lichtenfeld. Low to Dingworth. Power move. Got it. Dingworth is a real smoothie. He does things you don't expect he's going to do.
Good body control there.
He can go inside and play a little bit, too. Here's Jesse Hall. Hit it out. Rebound. Stein for Okawville. Okawville with the ball and a 1-point lead in a dandy title game thus far. Riekman to Dingworth, to Renegarby. They go back toward Dingworth. Dingworth turns. He launches it. It won't go. Stein tip. Taken out there by Riekman. Taken away by Hall. Foul on Hall. I don't think Venice can afford to get Jesse Hall in foul trouble in this game like he did this afternoon. There's your quarter. Well, the shooting continues to be spectacular. Okawville 8 of 14. Venice 7 of 10. 7 of 10 for Venice. Of course, a lot of them have been downhill. Free throws not a big factor yet. Rebounding almost even. 8-6 Venice. Turnovers almost even.
Jesse Hall's out of the game with those 2 fouls.
Well, I think a good move by Clinton Harris, Frank, don't you?
Yes.
Riekman is at the line.
Wilfred Wigfall checked in for Harris.
There's a look at Jesse Hall on the bench next to Clinton Harris, as coach. He'll be back in shortly. Sometimes when a youngster commits a foul, he rapidly commits another one. And sometimes you get him out to cool him off, man. It seems to me you avoid some foul problems.
I think that's what he was trying to do, the coach.
Turner to Harris. Harris in the paint. Oh, man. Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Harris made us take charge now. They have a good backcourt tandem. Remember, they list Hall as a forward.
Remember this afternoon, they did a good job when Jesse Hall went out there, too.
Okawville leads by 1, 23-22. Stein, the sophomore. Bosko. Rebound. Darrell Bowie. Bowie. Off to Wigfall. Lost it. Renegade. Cross court to Lichtenfeld. Lichtenfeld right side of the lane. Speeds. Jackson got a hand on it. Knocked out of bounds. And it's going to belong to Okawville. They'll be made in by Lichtenfeld. They haven't had as much fun in Southern Illinois since Walt Frazier was throwing it in for the Salukis. Lichtenfeld from deep out of the left corner. 15-point effort for Lichtenfeld. Okawville by 3, 25-22. Pull-up by Turner. Back iron. Rebound. Renegade. Renegade, all 5'8" of them. Skies for the board. Left side, Riekman. Riekman back out front to Dingworth. Lichtenfeld. Isaac. 3:54 for the half. Renegade right side to Doug Dingworth. Dingworth, a 6'2", 175-pounder. A wing player. Renegade on the post. Lichtenfeld on the post. Stein, you see, number 45, posting up inside. Now Lichtenfeld rolls away from Riekman as he goes to the right side of the lane. Dingworth maintains the basketball out front to Renegade. Riekman. Rebound Stein. There's Stein again. Riekman made a nice drive, though, didn't he? Yep. Set it up. Nice play by Riekman. First basket for Stein. 27-22 Okawville. Venice with Jesse Hall on the bench with 2 fouls. Down 5 at the moment. Needing the bucket. Darrell Jackson to Vincent Harris. Vincent holds it up. Banks it. No. Oh, great effort by Jackson. Darrell Jackson popped in a follow-up bucket off the weak side to make it 27-24. Okawville's lead down to 3. Renegade and Harris in a great duel. Dingworth at long range. And Stein got called for pushing off as he grabbed the rebound. Darren Stein, look at the officials. You can see, says, who, me? Basketball belongs to Venice. And we have a timeout in the Assembly Hall with 2:49 to go in the half. Okawville leads it by 3 at 27-24. And one of your network sponsors is American Ball. Sails in. Banks has got it. Basket will count. Foul on Stein underneath.
Called him for moving in.
Pretty move by Wigfall.
Yes, it was. We'll look at it again here.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a tough call.
I'm glad they're calling it.
Yeah, tough call. He looked pretty stationary, didn't he? At any rate, Wigfall will be at the line, trying to complete the 3-point play. Of course, another change here at the Assembly Hall, not only the new floor, but the last 2 or 3 years, the rectangular board. For years, the all high school games, were played on fan-shaped boards in Illinois. That is now optional. And, of course, the Assembly Hall, they just keep their collegiate boards up. 27-27. Wigfall's 3-point play, not the issue. Riekman out front. To Dingworth. To Lichtenfeld. Lichtenfeld holds it. To Renegade. Renegade off to Dingworth. Left side. To Riekman. Renegade to Lichtenfeld. Lichtenfeld now to Renegade. To Riekman. Dingworth. Puts it on the floor. Goes into about 14. Can't shoot it. As you see, backs out in the dribble. To Renegade. This is what Okawville did this afternoon and yesterday as well. Last night. Shot by Dingworth. Block. Quick play. Darrell Jackson, he loses the ball. And Dingworth gets it right back. Down the right sideline, holding high as Lichtenfeld. 1:36 for the half. We're tied. 27 apiece. Renegade, Dingworth. Dingworth on the perimeter. Spun out. Venice with the basketball. Dale Turner. Turner on the prowl. He goes down. Great speed, Jackson. Rolls off. Rebound in the corner. Taken by Wigfall. Out front, Dale Turner launches it. Got it.
Boy, gets that last ball alive on that rebound down there.
29-27 Venice. to Stein. Alley-oop, Lichtenfeld for two.
How many times this weekend has that happened?
Lichtenfeld with a 17-point effort thus far. 29 apiece repeatedly yet. Anytime Okawville plays. Going down to 43 seconds to Clinton Harris. What's the last shot of the half?
Our coach of these starters for Okawville have played together for 8 years, and it shows.
It certainly does. They anticipate so well. They throw the ball, you better be there. Dale Turner. Almost the 10-second line to Vincent Harris. Now, Jesse Hall has sat out about the last 3 minutes. There was more than that in the quarter. He's about the last 5.
A little over 5.
Here's the penetration. A pass, baseline left weak ball. Stein with the board, 6 seconds. Off to Lichtenfeld with 3. With 2 seconds, launches it. Almost. In and out. A furious finish, and at halftime, we're right where we started. Dead even. At halftime, as you see both clubs trot off the floor of the assembly hall. We're at 29-29. And there's your individual scoring at halftime. First for Venice, Jesse Hall with 8 points. Picked up a couple of fouls, set out 5 minutes of the second quarter. Dale Turner has scored 6. Wilfred Wigfall has a 5-point total. Darrell Jackson 5. And Vincent Harris also with 5. Now for Okawville, of course, Jeff Lichtenfeld, their all-stater. 17-point first half. Hasn't committed a foul as yet. Doug Dingworth has 6. And the remainder of the scoring, 3 players with 2 apiece in Keith Reekman. Of course, sophomore center Darren Stein and Kevin Rinigardi. So they don't have a lot of balance, but the way Lichtenfeld's playing doesn't make a lot of difference. Team figures. What do you think of these, Ed? Ed Butkovich, of course, the coach at Mount Pulaski, aboard with us. You have been throughout the entire tournament. Okawville shooting 43%, 13 of 30. Venice 13 of 23, but the Rockets have gotten off 7 more shots.
Venice is shooting real good, but just like you say, Okawville got off 7 more shots, and consequently, even though the lower percentage is still in the ballgame. I'll tell you what, I hope he has 16 more minutes like we had the first 16 minutes.
They do a great ball game. Well, there you saw the stats summary of the first half. Scoring total. We're deadlocked at 29, and one of your network sponsors, the Country Companies Insurance.